Good afternoon, everybody. Everybody, you have to excuse me because I'm kind of nervous and everything. I just got back from the store. As you can see, I don't even have my coat or my jacket, should I say. I'm turning my TV down. I always leave my TV on when I go to the store. There were so many crows out there, y'all scared the boo. What do you call it? Oh shoot! I'm not even doing. I'm throwing my TV wrong. Look at that. I mean, the birds really got me nervous. When I first left here, I noticed there was quite a few birds across the street. And I was kind of nervous then, but, I didn't feel too bad because it seemed like there weren't that many. But when I came back, there was all birds everywhere, all different species. I said, what the heck is going on here? And I just rushed in the house. I said, I was going to go back out there and videotape them. But I'm too hungry, y'all. I haven't even unpacked my food. I went to the store. And I was busy profiling and styling. Let me show you what I was styling, y'all. I don't know if I showed you my new sneakers, but you know what my daughter said about these sneakers? I'm not going to repeat it, but I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all know about those colors, what they're supposed to represent. Well, it's too bad. I like the colors, so hey. It is what it is. I promise myself not to say it is what it is, but it is. It is what it is, y'all. Cause I'm gonna wear what I want to wear, regardless to what anybody says. I'm telling you. And I got on a t-shirt. And you know what? It's kind of chilly out there. My hands actually got cold while I was, they were like, I don't know, like you want to do this to your hands. That's how it felt outside. And plus that, when I first left here, I was late getting started today because I try not to go to the store this time of the day because crossing that avenue, I'm telling you, it takes forever, even though they have a walk light, the push button and all that, blah, blah. Certain times of the day, it just don't seem to work correctly. But anyway, there ain't no problems with that today. But those crows scared the gypsy out of me. I'm telling you right now. I mean, I got so nervous, and they were so loud. Wah, 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 wah. I mean, they don't shut up, y'all. And there was a different type of bird, not a sparrow. I know a sparrow. It might have been I think there's more than one species of one type of sparrow, I think. But I'm not quite sure. I'm not going to stake my, money or nothing like that on it. But I think there are. And these may have been sparrows. They're called, birds of a feather flock together. But these were on the ground as I was coming past the fire station. I see all these. I said, what the heck? Are these migrants coming up here from down south? What's going on, y'all? I don't know. I remember last year, just about every year, them crows come. I mean, when they come and they loud. But, I'm in the house now, I can't hear them. But I probably go outside, I could probably hear some. But anyway, y'all, I just came up here to say howdy to the YouTube community and the YouTubers. How's everybody doing today? Hope your week has been going well thus far. I've been doing pretty good, but I just got to stop. I just wish I could get my sleep back on track. I really do. Because I wanted to ride around, on a nice day, because yesterday it was raining and cloudy and, it was just, I don't know, miserable. It was raining last night, as a matter of fact, too. I'm trying to take my shoes off, y'all. My new shoes. And I bought myself a new heater. And these are I'm taking off my socks. These are the ones that I just had psychedelic. Y'all ever heard that word? People using that psychedelic? I was sitting here thinking the other day how, where's my other foot? Oh, here. How there used to be names for different stuff, like Dungarees. I was like, Do they still use that word, dungarees? I think it's another name for blue jeans, jeans or Levi's. And back in the day, they didn't have all these other name brand jeans. They just had, as far as I knew, it was Levi's and Levi Strauss. That sort of thing. And dungarees. And what was the other one they called? Pedal pushers. And then I can't figure out why they were called pedal pushers unless it's the type of pants that you wear, because they were short, like, what they call them today? Capris. They call them capri pants, I think, today. But back in the day, they called them pedal pushers. And I imagine they called them pedal pushers because, you ride your bike. What's that? That's a pedal pusher. That's the only thing I can think of. The only reason I can think that they would call them a pedal pusher. And then there was, what's the other one? Coulottes. Hello, Coulottes. I had some Coulottes. Now, the Coulottes was out, I think, in the 60s, because I had a pair of Coulottes. A couple of pairs of Coulottes. And what was the other one? Well, oh boy, it just left me, y'all. I had it right there on my tongue, but I can't think of it right now. Mr. Green Jeans used to wear them. What'd you call them? Overalls. That pair of overalls. I didn't have I have to admit, I did not have a pair of overalls. But I think most of the farmers, this is when I was down home, most of the farmers would have one pair of overalls or something like that. And then they had the coverall, and some people call it the monkey suit. It's a one-piece thing that you wear. And it's weird how they have different names for stuff, And I don't know why dungarees had came to mind, but I said, dungarees? It sounds like something to eat. Give me some of them there dungarees so I can chow on them for a while. But anyway, y'all, I got to put my food away. And I just came up here to check. I thought I could hear the crows. Let's see. I don't think so, though. No, that wasn't crows. That was something else that I heard. No, they gone. They gone from across the street. They was across the street when I first went to the store. But they gone, thank goodness. Hope they don't come back over this way. And that not only were they here, in my area, like where I live, they were down the street by the firehouse. I think it's the same flock, though. I really do. I think it was the same flock because the ones that was down here, they have moved down the street, keeping a whole bunch of noise. I'm just glad they got out of here. That's all I can tell you. And what else? I was looking for some oatmeal cream pie, but I couldn't find them in the store. And the people in the store was getting on my nerve because the store was so crowded. And you know how it is when it's crowded. You can't hardly drive around. You got to creep. But I did find these. The lady pointed these out to me, so I just got me 2 of those, which I didn't need them because I forgot I had some cookies in my bag. And y'all, on that note, I'm going to hang up the video. And I might come back and talk a little bit later. But I do have some cleaning up to do. I was supposed to have been watching my great-granddaughter today because she wasn't feeling well. I think it was yesterday, my granddaughter. But my granddaughter called me again this morning. She called me around 6 o'clock. I was laying there in my bed and she called me and asked me because I told her, I said, a whole day is just too much for me, all day long. And so she called me this morning and she asked me again this morning around 6 o'clock. And she asked me, could I watch them from until about 12. I said, well, what time are you going to bring her over? She said, about 9 o'clock. I was up, at 6 o'clock because she had called me at 6 o'clock. I wasn't really up out of the bed, but I was just laying there watching, TV and watching the news or what have you. And the phone rang. Nothing startles me, just because the phone ring and I don't think bad. I see who's calling right away, so I'm not thinking for the worst. So it was her calling me. And so she says she was going to ask me could I watch her until 12. I said, okay. So she said she was going to come over at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, no show. 9:30, no show. And I'm up by this time. I mean, I had gotten up right after, maybe I would say about a half an hour after she had called me. And I said, well, I'm going to go to the store early this morning. This is what I had in my mind, my head anyway, to go to the store this morning. If it wasn't, the weather wasn't bad. But anyway, I said, okay, I'm going to wash the clothes and take my shower and get all that out of the way before she comes. 9:30, no show. 10 o'clock, I'm getting sleepy again now. But sleep is coming down because, see, I've been up all night long. I wish I knew how to look in the camera because I think camera's over here. Look over here and see how that comes out. But I feel so dumb looking over there. I like to look, over here, which I'm looking straight at myself. But of course, it doesn't appear that way on camera. But I think I'm supposed to look over there. I lost all my nails, y'all. Cut, click, 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 cut, 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 cut. Cut them all off. Start from scratch. Both hands. Be glad when I think I'm painting them tonight. That way it'll look a little better. But anyway, y'all, on that note, I go with love. See you in a little while.